Hello Scorpio, and welcome to your September 2024 reading. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope all is well in your world today. So this is for you if you are Scorpio, Sun, Moon or Rising. Don't forget you can check out the other placements in your chart, the other videos if you wish as well. And also it is a general reading. It means something different to every single one of you. So just take what you need from it and leave behind what you don't. So we'll get into some general energy, general tone of your reading with these lovely Colette Baron Reid Spirit Animal Oracle cards even. So they are really beautiful. The artwork's gorgeous. Let's find 3 cards for you to get that general theme of this month. So we have the Grasshopper Spirit, taking a leap of faith. Brown Bear Spirit, take time out. Hawk Spirit, let Spirit be your guide. So this month, I think, as it seems to be for everybody, we've had a lot of the Fool card in people's readings this month. It's all about taking that leap of faith, trusting the universe will catch you and that things are going to work out by just doing things, just doing whatever it is that you've got on your mind, whatever area of life that is. And you know, maybe you need to take that time out, have some quiet time to actually figure out where that's going to take you. So Brown Bear Spirit, taking time out. And maybe connecting with your guides by connecting with your higher self during that quiet time. We've got the Hawk Spirit, let Spirit be your guide. So maybe just by having, you know, some time to meditate, to connect to what's going on your inside, in your inside world, it can help you to be able to trust and take that leap of faith. So we'll find some cards for your recent past. So I'm just giving the deck a good old shuffle here. I'll try not to drop anything on the floor. And we'll find a few cards for your recent past. That can be as recent as yesterday. It can be the last sort of week, last 2 weeks. Okay, we have the 10 of Pentacles. It's a good start. Oh, and on the flip side, we've got the 5 of Pentacles. And then we have got the 5 of Cups. So I think in your recent past, you have, let me just find let me just get 3 cards to sort of clarify these straight away, to bring the picture a little bit closer to life. But I actually think that you have, you've realised, you know, or you are envisaging this 10 of Pentacles place. You wanting to have more abundance, you wanting to be more secure, safe, you know, feel financially secure and secure within your family life, your home life. But I think that maybe you are focusing on the things that you haven't got rather than the things that you have got. As our clarifiers, we've got the 8 of Swords, we've got the 2 of Swords, and we've got the 4 of Wands. So, and that is exactly what I think is happening. You are focusing on the things that you haven't got rather than all the amazing things that you actually have got, because we've got the 5 of Pentacles is all about lack. It's about focusing too much on what basically, you know, you're lacking. You know, in these cards, we've got the 2 people, they're looking really unwell and quite in tatty clothing, and they're wandering through the snow, and they're not actually looking up and noticing that there is help for them in the shape of, you know, this beautiful stained glass window with 5 pentacles in the shape of an anchor. There's help for them there if they choose to just look up and take it. But they're so busy focusing on what they've not got and you know, their journey through the snow with their heads down and just ploughing on through, rather than sort of taking maybe a little step back and looking up and seeing that they've got help and support and all the things that they need for the basic needs. It is there for them if they so wish. And we've got the Five of Cups, which is all about looking at what you haven't got and not realizing that actually you've got, if you look to the side or look behind you, you've actually got something really good and really fantastic there, just waiting for you to notice it. The Five of Cups, in the Five of Cups card, he's got 5 cups. 3 of them are in front of him and they've fallen over, and we've got 2 in the background behind him, immediately behind him, that are still standing, but he's busy focusing on the things that have fallen over. So I think that you are wanting this things in a particular way. The ten of Pentacle energy. With the security, all the finances, the abundance, everything that you need, which actually you've got a lot of. But you're so busy focusing on the little things that you haven't got that you're forgetting to feel the energy and work with the energy of all the amazing things that you actually have, that you're too busy focusing on the negative side to notice all the positives. And I think we've got, as clarifying cards, we've got the 8 of Wands, which is about swift movement. We've got the 2 of Swords, which is about having a decision to make and procrastinating on it, not actually looking at the decisions, hiding away from making the decisions. And we've got the 4 of Swords, which is about creating a foundation, creating stability. And so I think, the way out of that in the recent past, don't forget this is your recent past energy, has been for you to make a decision, make a choice. And hopefully in your recent past you've made that choice. Things are starting to come together quite quickly for you. Maybe you've made the choice to look to the side, to look at the things that you've positively got going for you. You've made that choice. And then you're able to start building the foundation, building the happy, abundant life of the 10 of Pentacles. So let us find some some current energy. Okay, just to help that to become a little bit clearer. Okay, and don't forget, we're not forgetting the take of leap of faith card. So maybe that choice that you've had to make in your recent past has been a real leap of faith for you, because you've been busy, maybe, I want to say, wallowing a little bit, although I hope that doesn't offend anybody, but maybe you've been sort of thinking about all the things that you've not got. And by making that choice, making the decision about something, you're actually freeing yourself up and freeing you up to be able to look at, actually find the positives and find the things that you have got going for you. So let me find some current energy for you, Scorpio. The Knight of Cups has just popped its way out there. We've got the 8 of Swords and we've got the Temperance card. So the Knight of Cups can often be sort of wearing your heart on your sleeve. It can be sort of also beginning to move towards a place where you are figuring out what it is you need on an emotional level. We've got the 8 of Swords, and she is in a prison of her own making. She's surrounded, she's stood in sort of in a wasteland. She's surrounded by, in a semicircle, swords. She's bound, she's blindfolded, but if you take a closer look, you actually notice that there's only a semicircle of swords behind her, surrounding her. She could, walk out the other end very easily. She's only loosely bound, she's loosely blindfolded, and she could take those off at any given time. So she's in a prison of her own making, and with being swords, it is obviously a mental card. So it's, she's creating this reality, her reality that she's in within her mind. It's created by herself. She's this could be change at any given moment if she chose to look at things in a slightly different way. And we've got Temperance, and Temperance is all about making, it's a card of alchemy, so making something, you having something and you changing it into something completely different. And I think that's what you need to do. I think it is your thoughts. So I think in this case, you are maybe feeling that in that space of restricted reality, the place that you've created, and and you're not actually thinking outside the box. You're not actually beginning to think that things, even despite the fact that you may have made a choice in your recent past, or maybe you're still waiting to make that decision, you're still feeling quite restricted and quite stuck in this way of thinking, and she's sandwiched between, like I say, the Knight of Cups and Temperance. So I'm hoping that you are beginning to see a bit of a shift in that. You're starting to see that actually, what you actually perceive that you have is very different from the reality of what you have. So Temperance, turning something into something different. And actually, you are beginning to feel in a better place emotionally, which is helping you to change the way that you are feeling. Let us just have a little bit of a closer look at this with 3 more cards. Oops, one's just hopped out there. We've got the Ace of Wands. We've got the High Priestess. And we've got the King of Wands. So, okay, we've got some wand action cards there. As wands are the card of taking action, of beginning to shift things along. It's the fire element. So hopefully things are starting to shift. Because of this Temperance card. She's got her foot, Temperance has got a foot in the water and she's got a foot on land. So she's very grounded, she's very connected to the earth, but she's very intuitive as well, and she knows how to connect her head and her heart and to work from that space. And we've also got the High Priestess, which is, again, she's a very, very intuitive card. She's a very spiritual card. She's very connected to her higher self. And I think this comes back down to brown bear spirit, take time out. So I think, you are deeply needing to have that quiet time where you can go within, you can meditate, you can actually find the answers that are inside of you that I think you probably already know. But because life is so hectic and chaotic, we don't often listen to what's going on the inside, because everything, all the exterior noise, takes away our ability to hear ourselves, our soul, our deep intuition, that deep place where we know all the answers. And I think taking that time out to meditate, connect with spirit, connect with your higher self, to find the route forward, enabling you then to begin to make the moves in the right direction, begin to see the positives that you've got when you actually feel like there's none, and start to move forward like the King of Wands in a strong and positive way, with a plan of action, knowing where you want to go and how you're going to get there, and pushing that energy forward so that you can move towards your 10 of Pentacle place with what you've got. You don't need more than you've got already. There's things around you and opportunities around you that are there already. You don't need anything extra because you've got what you need around you. You've just been too busy focusing on what you perceive that you've not got, when actually you do have a lot within your world that can help you move forward towards this secure place, the place of abundance where you've got what you need. So let's have a little look at some future energy for you, Scorpio. think this month for you is all about connecting with yourself, with your, like I say, your higher self, your, you know, spirit, connecting with you know, that inner world, that deep connection that we have within us, to know, you know, our deep intuition, so that we know where to go. It's like our inner guidance system, isn't it? You know, our inner sat nav, and it's in there, but sometimes we need to just make that extra effort to really connect with it and double check the route that we're on and we're going to. And that comes from taking time to and finding that quiet, so that you can find that sweet spot, that place of peace, so that you can find out where to next. What do I need to do now? I think this month for everybody is quite a pivotal month. It's all about, I think, where we're going to end up next year is all sort of connected within this month. And I think a lot of us, you know, a lot of the readings that I've done this month have been about pointing yourself in the right direction, so that you can get, you know, you're on, you know, in the right direction, going on the right way, on the right path towards where you're going to be next year. So let us find 3 cards. We've got the Queen of Cups, we've got the King of Cups, divine counterparts, the King and the Queen, and we have the Devil. We've got the Page of Wands as a clarifier, the 4 of Cups, and the Queen of Swords. Okay, so the King and the Queen of Wands are obviously, they're very connected to their deep emotional world. And I think before the end of the month, you're going to feel a lot steadier, a lot calmer, because we had the Knight here and he was going off on his travels towards that calmer place. You know, maybe it is that you've been really stressed in recent months. You've had a lot of stress. You've felt quite, you know, quite stressed and quite agitated and quite anxious about, you know, just life in general. And hopefully in your current energy, you're starting to move towards a calmer place. You're starting to feel more balanced. You're starting to get yourself out of that fake reality that you've built within your head, and you're starting to move forward and by connecting with your intuition. And so I think by the end of September, you're hopefully going to feel a lot calmer and on more of an even keel than you have done for a long time. Quite a few people have had a lot of, you know, these King of Cups, Queen of Cups connection within the reading. And I think we've all been through a bit of a rough year. 2024 has been quite challenging in a lot of ways, and on an emotional level for a lot of people. And I think September, things are beginning to calm down and things are beginning to settle, and we're starting to feel, you know, like we're on more of an even keel, you know, and then when we're feeling more even and steady and calm within, then we're able to deal with what's going on the outside, all the chaos that's happening around us that's not directly connected to us. We're able to deal with all that a lot easier and a lot better because we're feeling steadier and calmer within ourselves. We've got the Devil card next to the King and the Queen, and I think that's just a little bit of a reminder that, you know, not to fall into old patterns, old ways of being, that things that have, you know, old coping mechanisms. So when things get tricky and things get difficult, we're not automatically tempted to sort of fall into the old ways of that we've used to deal with things in the past. So this could be, you know, things like overindulging. It could be overindulging in alcohol, in drugs, in shopping, gambling, whatever it is that we've used to cope in the past. We don't need that now. We've got a new way of being, a new way of doing. You're feeling calmer, you're feeling in a better place emotionally. And I think that devil is just a little bit of a heads up to remind you that you don't actually need those things anymore. It's okay. You don't need to have that negative way of thinking. Even the devil could be negative patterns of behaviour, negative ways of thinking. You don't need that. It's okay. You can move forward in a more positive way because you're feeling more stable, more secure, more just steady and calmer. So we have the Page of Wands, we have the Four of Cups, and we have the Queen of Swords. So the Page of Cups is moving towards his hopes and dreams in a very free and easy way. And I think that is, it's a great energy for you for the future, because you're feeling calmer, hopefully. You're feeling in a steadier on your inner world. And now you're able to head towards, your Page of 10 of Pentacles place in a less stressed, free, easy, more joyful way. Things are starting to feel more exciting because you're on that new path, and things are, the page is all about that young energy. And when we're younger, we don't, things are simpler. We don't look at all the, but what if, and this could happen, that could happen, and if I do that, this could happen, and that could be terrible. When you're young, you just go for things, don't you? And you just head in that right direction, and it's like, things happen, but I'm sure it'll be fine. And I think that's the energy that you're using to move towards what you want, in a material way before the end of the month. And the Four of Cups is about being I want to say discontented, but I don't know whether that's a word. Not contented with what you've got, and maybe thinking that things could be better. And again, it's back to that Five of Cups moment, when I think maybe that's why the devil's popped up. Stop looking at what you've not got, and maybe just focus on the opportunities that are coming towards you, or something that you didn't realise could actually be something positive for you is actually there. You've got that as well. So focusing on the positive things, on the opportunities, the gifts that are coming your way, the potential that's coming your way. Just try and come at things from a more positive place, a more positive frame of mind. And the Queen of Swords, she's about finding clarity. She is very knowledgeable, she's very smart, and she's figuring out how things really are. You're beginning to see things for as they are, as they truly are. So hopefully, the Queen of Swords energy is beginning to help you see all the things that you've got going for you, and realising from a really analytical, knowledgeable place that you have got a lot of positive things surrounding you to help you move forward. So let's have a few more cards to see, Scorpio, about your future energy. So to try and pull this together a little bit better, because there's a lot going on in your future energy. Okay, so we have the Eight of Pentacles and we've got the Moon. So in your future energy, you're coming at life from a more even, steady place. You're feeling less emotional. You're connecting more to your analytical mind and your knowledgeable mind. You're using your head to move forward in a more positive way. Trying not to let all those demons, or the devil card, all those negative patterns of behaviour, negative ways of thinking get in your way, because you're going forward with the Page of Wands in a more joyful, freer, natural way. Focusing on the positive rather than what you've not got. That feeling of discontent and of not having is sort of, maybe lingering a little bit, but you need to try and get over that and try and push that to the side, focus on all the positive things that you've got going. And this is not going to, you know, I think you're going to have to put some work in, because the Eight of Pentacles is all about putting in the work, about honing your skills. So that can be skills, you know, your work skills, that can be honing, working hard on a relationship. It could be working hard on yourself, on, you know, the way that you're thinking. And I think that's what it is in this case. I think it's you having to work hard to really keep yourself on that straight and narrow, to keep yourself on the right path and not deviate from it because of, you know, all these negative things popping up, these ways of being that you've had in the past, these ways of thinking that you've had in the past. We've got the moon, and that's about fears, and not getting sucked into your fears, basically, and not letting them derail you from the path that you're on, because we've got this lovely path going through the two pillars in the moon. And I think if you're not careful and you're let yourself get swayed and distracted by the negative things, the negative way of thinking, the negative fear of lack, then you're going to end up getting yourself off the path to your Ten of Pentacles moments, your place of stability, the foundation that you're wanting to create for yourself. You're going to end up getting off that path. So I think, Scorpio, throughout this month, you need to just take that leap of faith. Just throw yourself towards something. Just make that decision, make that choice. And hopefully you've made that in your past energy to work towards something, and then not let your brain get in the way and take you off the path that you're on, because you are heading, you know, towards this amazing Ten of Pentacles place. You just need to not let yourself get in the way, really. Let your own mind get in the way. And also, don't forget brown bear spirit. You need to take some time to quieten your mind and let spirit be your guide, hawk spirit. So let's find some cards for a little bit of help, a little bit of guidance for the future, for this month, for September. I've dropped one on the floor already. I'm going to get that in a minute. We'll have two more. We've got the Page of Pentacles and we've got the Three of Pentacles. And we've also got the Two of Wands. So the Two of Wands, he is looking out over to the horizon, looking out from the, you know, over to the sea to see where he's going next. He's got the world in his hands, and, you know, it's up to him where he goes, what he does with what he's got. And I think that's great advice for you. You know, you've got the world in your hands. You've got lots of things, good things that are surrounding you, and it's up to you what you do with them, how you move forward with it, you know, how you choose to utilise what you already have, rather than thinking that you need, I couldn't possibly do it unless I have this or I have that. You've got stuff to work with, to move forward with. Use it. You know, if you're constantly waiting until you've got everything perfect that you perceive that you need, you're never going to get there. So you need to move forward with what you've got to hand, and you've got some really positive things to work with. So just grab those and move forward. A Page of Pentacles, he often can bring you a gift, the gift of something financial. He can also bring you an idea of how you can create something amazing, money-wise, you know, an idea of how you can earn a little bit of money, how you can turn something into something else. So I think the Page of Pentacles is there just to say that you've got this financial support, or because the Pentacles don't just have to be finance, it can be something tangible. So you have, you know, maybe something's going to come in that's going to help you move on with the job in hand, whatever it is that you're working on or you're working towards. It can bring you a gift of something that's going to help you to move forward to your Ten of Pentacles place, something a little bit extra. So just be on the lookout for that. Just keep your eyes peeled. And we've got the Three of Pentacles. And that is generally the card of teamwork. It's the card of working with others, or maybe getting some advice or some guidance, some knowledge from somebody else. in order to help you to bring things into fruition. So don't be afraid to look to others to get some support and to give you some guidance and help in order to create whatever it is that you want to create, to help you to create the abundance, if that's what you're working towards, the 10 of Pentacles place. So, you know, don't be afraid to ask for help, I think, is the guidance for you from that card. So, Scorpio, I hope this has been helpful. If it has, I'd love to know how. Put a message in the comments. If you'd like to see more from me, if you'd like to keep up with what's going on and see next month's reading, and hopefully some other bits in between, because in October I'm going to start doing a little bit more on the channel, then please press subscribe. And in the meantime, have a wonderful day, have a wonderful month, and I hope to see you next time.